What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into a Wednesday morning episode of the Daily Juice Podcast. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and we are continuing on this red-hot streak for prop bets thanks to the prop bet cheat sheet on BettingPros Premium. We'll make it 6 consecutive hits for us, 3-0 last night. Dante Exum gets 8 and then got hurt. We got lucky getting that right. Donovan Mitchell, way under 35.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Grady Dick comes in over 10.5 points. He scored 12. Things are looking up for us when it comes to NBA player props. That's up another 1.5 units. I will give you a quick update on the betting strategy on prop bets here in just 1 second. I bet Cincy minus 2.5. By the time the live stream happened, it was 1.5. We told you guys to bet money line or 1.5. They won by 2. So officially the bet cashed, but I lost. But the bet won for you guys who bet it late, with Cincy winning by 2. Florida lost outright. Court storm in Georgia. That was the one loss of the night. 4-1 day for us, up 1.4 units on the day. So a good bounce back after yesterday. If I hit 10 consecutive prop bets, I've hit 6 now. If I hit 10, I will bet 1 full unit at least on every prop bet until I lose. Okay? So 3 more today, and then I will, let's just say 9 in a row. Okay? If I do it again, if I get to 9 straight prop bets in a row, on the 10th bet, from there on out, I will bet full units until I lose, and then we'll go back to half units. So always betting to win a half a unit, paying the juice, but always to win a half a unit for NBA player props. That is 6 consecutive cashes. It is also, if you go to the BettingPros app and website, you will see a daily pick of the day. More often than not, a daily juice pick is part of that. Now, they're picked at random by the BettingPros brass, but that pick is 7-0 over the last 7 days. A solid week of consistently cashing that bet. So, play of the day, if you want to follow trends and you want to bet the streak, you bet the player props today, and you bet the streak on the on the pick of the day on bettingpros.com or on the BettingPros app. Once again, if you guys want to go and find the data, and I'll give you the plays, I'll give you the picks here in just 1 second, but you guys can do your own research. If you want Betting Pros, go to bettingpros.com, go to download the application, sign up for a premium account. We could have some more news on that coming up, how you guys can get a free trial for a Betting Pros premium account, and you guys can make bets on the prop bet cheat sheet just like I am, making your own information or making your own opinion based on the information. You see, it can be profitable. Like, it can be pretty good. We're now 6-0 over the last 3 days, betting using the prop bet cheat sheet on Sunday, Monday, and on Tuesday. Before I give you the picks for today, which are 3 NBA player props and 1 NBA play for us today, let me tell you about our friend, or let me tell you how you can win an autographed Nick Chubb Browns helmet. This coming to our friends, from our friends at pristineauction.com. All you need to do is head over to bettingpros.com/contest, complete the form, and either download the Betting Pros app, leave a review for the Betting Pros podcast, Daily Juice included, or subscribe to our social media channels, Betting Pros, at Betting Pros on X or Twitter and TikTok, at Betting Pros NFL on Instagram. The more actions you complete, the more entries you will receive. We will announce the winner right here on Friday at the end of the month, so be sure to turn on the notifications so you can be alerted when we make the announcement. An episode drops, and we will announce who wins the signed Nick Chubb Browns helmet, thanks to pristineauction.com. To enter for free, go to bettingpros.com/contest. Okay, let's talk about the NBA prop bets that we have been knocking down. Let's start with De'Aaron Fox. So De'Aaron Fox rebounds and assists. The prop bet is set at 12.5. The under is pretty heavily juiced. It's going to come down most likely, but FanDuel's got it at 138 right now. We're betting half a unit, so I'm okay with coming in and laying the juice here. For under 12.5 rebounds and assists for De'Aaron Fox. Couple things at play. So The Spurs are at the Rockets. The Rockets are one of the best defensive teams in the entire NBA. De'Aaron Fox has not done great here. Just one time in his last 5 has this bet gone over for De'Aaron Fox for rebounds and assists. The under has hit 9 of the last 15 times with a line of 11.5. But the line oftentimes hasn't been 11.5. I mean, the line has been 10.5. The line has been 9.5. The line has been 11. The last game, it went over. It was 11.5 against New Orleans, and it wound up going over. He got 12. Before that, though, against Detroit, he went under. It was 11.5. He got 10. Phoenix, it went over, way over by 16, but the 2 previous games, and actually the 3 of the previous 4 games for that, went way under. Boston went way under. Washington went way under. Charlotte went way under on this. Defensively, Houston is a difficult team to battle, a difficult team to face. This is a 40% EV play, the only 40% EV play that's on the prop bet cheat sheet for tonight so far. We're going to go with a differential of 2.7 here. The projection is 9.8 to come in. We're going under 12.5 rebounds and assists for De'Aaron Fox here for our first bet with the prop bet cheat sheet. Number 2, and this is the number 2 bet as well for us here tonight on the prop bet cheat sheet, Isaiah Hartenstein. The Thunder, after their epic collapse in their last game, blowing a 25-point lead, teams were over they were 0 for 1,126, I think it was, going into the fourth quarter with a lead of 24 points or more in the NBA. And the Thunder lost the game to the T-Wolves in overtime. Not great. Now they're on the road against Brooklyn. Isaiah Hartenstein, points, rebounds, and assists. The prop is set at 22.5. The prop bet cheat sheet projection is 26.6 to go over, a difference of 4.1. This is a 38% EV play, so not a 40%, but near the top from an EV perspective. Again, a 5-star play according to the prop bet cheat sheet. And yes, Brooklyn is a top 10 defense. That makes it a little scary, but over the last 5 games for Isaiah Hartenstein, he has hit this 3 of the last 5 games. In fact, 3 of the last 4 games, and he didn't play well at all against Minnesota. He wound up getting in, I believe he's in foul trouble in that game, but he wound up with only 11. Line was 22.5. Sorry, line was 22.5 for tonight, but the line there was 11 for him. So not great. It was 26 against Minnesota. He got 25 against Utah, and against Minnesota he got 23. So he's been good to this number with points, rebounds, and assists for Isaiah Hartenstein. And the prop bet cheat sheet really likes this to go over. It's minus 120 to go over 22.5 for Isaiah Hartenstein. We're going to play it to win a half a unit over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Isaiah Hartenstein. And then we're going to go back to the San Antonio we're going to go back to Sacramento against Utah and talk about DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, his points, rebounds, and assists prop is 27.5. The projection is 32.1 for DeMar DeRozan. That's a difference of 4.6. That's tremendous. We're talking a team in Utah that's not great in terms of stopping defensively here. The Kings offense looks to be able to run 5 consecutive games, 5 straight games. This has gone over for DeMar DeRozan, over 27.5. The projection at the moment, over against Charlotte, he had 28. Over against Golden State, he had 44. Over against New Orleans, he had 29. Over against New Orleans on back-to-back games, had 34. Over against Dallas, 52. This is a hot player with a hot prop at the moment here. We're going to come in and bet the over for DeMar DeRozan for the Kings. For him, points, rebounds, and assists. Over 27.5 for DeMar DeRozan with the Sacramento Kings on the road at Utah. Last 5, it's hit 100% of the time, like I mentioned. Last 15, it's hit 60% of the time. And we're talking about a defense for Utah that just really isn't that good at all. They give up a lot of points. Again, a 5-star play, 35% EV here on this prop bet. We're taking DeMar DeRozan over 27.5 for points, rebounds, and assists. Okay, so our 3 NBA player props for tonight. We're going De'Aaron Fox under 12.5 rebounds at -138. DeMar DeRozan over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists at -115. And Isaiah Hartenstein over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists at -120. Bet all those to win a half a unit. Now, one full unit play. The Boston Celtics are playing the Detroit Pistons. This is the game of the night in the NBA. The Boston Celtics are 24-6 away from home. The Pistons are 15-19 at home. Sorry, 15-13. 15-13 at home. However, the Boston Celtics have won 6 games in a row. 9 of their last 10. For the first time in forever, the Detroit Pistons have won 7 consecutive games in 8 of their last 10. Boston's favored by 4 here in this game. Killer matchup. Boston's on a back-to-back. They played Toronto last night, and they won by 10 against the Toronto Raptors. This game is going to be awesome because the Pistons are going to be hungry. I'll be very curious to see how motivated the Boston Celtics are going to be. However, Boston's 3-0 against the Pistons. They scored 124 points, 130 points, and 123 points in the 3 meetings so far. The Celtics team total for this game is 113.5. Now, you can shop around, and you can even play first half if you want on this. But I'll take the full game, and I'll take Boston and their ability to score against a Pistons team that will give up points. They've given up 97, 143, 110, 110, and 92 over their last 5 games. Chicago scored 92 and 110. San Antonio scored 110. The Hawks scored 143. And the Clippers scored 97. Boston's offense is way better than all of those teams. And the Celtics have scored 118, 124, 116, 103, and 131 over their last 5 games. 4 of the 5 games they have played, they've scored more than 113.5 points for the Boston Celtics. Not going to lay the points, just going to watch Boston score, and hopefully everyone plays. But even if everyone doesn't play, I still think Boston scores a ton against the Pistons, who do not play much defense. Celtics team total over 113.5 for 1.1 units. All right, so 4 plays going for tonight, just 1 full unit play with that Celtics team total over 113.5. Fox under 12.5 rebounds, assists. DeRozan over 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And Hartenstein over 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt every single morning, wherever you guys get your podcasts. It is the Daily Juice.